Is it working? Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to some more Disco Elysium over here. We finally found our badge, which is amazing, though we figured out that in order to do that, I mean, what we figured out is that we actually wrecked our car. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Banged up fuel canister. What did we have this for? Can't remember. And yeah, all that's left is our gun. And now we can do stuff with the envelope. And lead away from the accident. So we need to do that. We also need to send Kim Kitsuragi to deal with the body. We'll have to do that before the end of the day, if possible. Ooh, what's this? More junk. Can recycle that. Dusty shells and a forgotten chair. What's in here? Cold breeze enough to make the wall plants creak. Ooh. Postcard. A boat knot. Hey! +2 drama. That's cool. How do you... like, where... Oh, instead of the tie. Inland Empire. I guess we are losing drama from the shades. So... maybe it works. Hunches and gut feelings. Could level that up, to be fair. What about thoughts? Regular, law, official, kingdom of conscious. Some kind of superstar. Man, there are way more. But hey, now conceptualization heals us, so that's pretty cool.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Found somewhere new to sleep.
Huh?
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
Come on.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Okay, what about here? Up, 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 up. Cinder blocks. What about this? Pants? Let me check them out. +1 to Kingdom of Conscious. We do lose the savoir faire. No, we gain it because we don't have the -1 to it. We do lose the electrochemistry. Kingdom of Conscious. Which one is that? Wait. Is that a thought? Yeah. Oh. How does that work?
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I know you do. These Inter-Estellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense?
Damn it.
This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
I see. I guess it makes the research faster for this, I imagine. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that personally. Communist and moralist. Huh. An interesting combination, if I do say so myself. No one's looking in. Okay.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Good to know. People and money. Quick travel. More money. Nah. And more kids. Please tell me you're better than fucking Kuno. I wanna deal with that shit again.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're Hellraiser. Click, click, bang, bang. Pew, pew.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
Hey, that's the conceptualization thing.
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound. Maybe they are afraid because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry
Nice.
there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others.
Hmm.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Oh, we could actually stay here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Nice.
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village and the
Nice.
RCM.
Free. Yeah.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Why isn't anyone else using
My
the room?
kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
You got yourself a new tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
No,
Well, if you are
that's...
not in the hostel in the morning, I know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Yeah.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you
This
mean?
is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Pornographically poor. It's gotta be something
Over
here.
there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the Pox, an old
Pox?
military hospital and its
Hmm.
surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see. The goodwill ran out. The staff left, and the
Hmm.
place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in the
Well,
village?
there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks.
Eh.
Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. I'll
Yeah.
have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around
Here,
here?
for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot
Nah.
about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
That's why we are keeping finding coins.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
Ah. That is a cryptically good
It's
statement.
cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye, sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days. Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
She nods, rinsing another piece of
What's
cloth.
further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, They don't hold services there anymore. The Ecclesiastes.
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents,
Accidents.
other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Hmm.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Well, not me, but Everard definitely has a
Used to
plan.
be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there
Maybe
is
we
to
can.
know about this coast.
Maybe we can use our debate skills to open it. Who are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Sadie Isabel.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Rafael Ambrosia Castel. Tendon double fritter, Harrier de Bois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Turn a part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where can I find
She's
her?
right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
Look, I have a plan, okay? I'm gonna... I say I'm doing that, but I'm actually gonna forge a signature and he's not gonna be able to do it. But I want at least one signature to be legitimate.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea.
I guess we'll go there in the evening, but The
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Where's
The
your mom?
kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look
The
identical.
stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Ah,
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
ah. What are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work?
Ah. Oh, Kim. What's in here? It's holding a baby. What the fuck? Ooh, taxidermy.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
Huh.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh.
Tone has conveyed to her the
They're
important
in my
part.
sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Aw. Where are your
My mom's
parents?
outside. And I don't really know about my dad.
Are the twins your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Look identical. I
They
should have said.
look identical.
Cute.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
I don't know. Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Okay, now I don't feel bad about taking it. What's it
It's
think?
Lammy. He's my friend. So
Lambie is a stuffed lamb
Oh,
that,
okay.
admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Looks soft.
yes, very soft. Isn't he soft?
Aww.
Bye.
Bye bye. Nice meeting you. Okay, well, we can find the gloves from the armor over here, I suppose.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
The walls and floors give way to the
Oh
giant
yeah.
stone, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Nice. Oh, look at that. +2 at interfacing. Amazing. We could be becoming Iron Man. It's a little bit weird that we found this, but then at the same time we took off the boots. I don't know how to feel about that. This place goes a bit a while, huh? Okay. Let's see how... What? Nolan winking. Boil the guy's severed remains that were inside them. Yeah, look, we cleaned them, okay? Nobody likes a pair of dirty boots. Could this post hide treasure? Oh, shit, they do! Oh, nice! Man, we are getting everything from this post. Look at this. 260 real? That's hella money. This is the church that we've been talking about.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height.
Found the
stand
loot,
shut in
yeah.
front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Makes it so modern.
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Let's get that Inland Empire, since we have it at 1.
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
Ah.
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Does the dead guy not care what he is? What is the sword of the irony?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set. If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Yes, the pulsing base. An indication of junior delinquency.
It's time for those gauntlets. Or it's time for some skill check.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Looks like today was a gold star day.
Nice.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
We can use it without the crowbar. That's funny. But yeah, we can circle around real quick, make sure there isn't a quick way of doing it. Shadow of a really large building falling behind you. Yeah, it's the fucking church that we're looking at. You big dum-dum. For doing it with your bare hands. I'd imagine. Seems like a way to making it hard on yourself. Money. Finding all the money in here. How's the engine? Must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
Damn, this is a
handle.
It's military. A service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere,
Possible
or
20.
a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Well, this might be the time. Hello. For the gloves. Do you have anything else that probably increases it by +2 though? It's not a lot. Anything else that increases it? Not really.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away. As the plates reorient to your motions, the hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel
Alright.
confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
His gear could line my pockets with cash.
Yes, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it.
Manian ass was
Observe
done
its
with this
properties.
game.
See if there's a
This is
weakness.
too good, man.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Oh yeah.
An old door, worn by elements, guards.
It makes no difference. Ah, funny. It's a tough one to do. It's not over till Disco Elysium. Oh yeah. Cigarette buns. Like chicken and sweet corn on a pizza. Won't necessarily mind it, though it's not exactly my favorite. Scented scarf. I do like pineapple on pizza though. That is the shit. But I think I already said that before. Increases your rhetoric. Oh, we can open up that place with our advanced rhetoric skills. You enjoy that affront to humanity. Look, man, I don't know why you're just hating for no reason. It is good. It's a perfect combination of sweet and meaty. Ooh. Come on. Not my taste personally.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and covered with pieces of seaweed.
Nice.
A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Oh, I'm taking it. Haha. What is this?
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Oh, it's just like taking your cum socks. Mm.
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously. It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
What is the crust
Somehow,
made
it
of?
was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
My conceptualization was too detailed. This is what happens when your conceptualization skill is too good. Someone put it on the
The
railing.
crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
Okay.
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants.
What? No.
Oh
Then
no!
it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Ah, shit.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunch. It's probably better.
Alright. I don't know why we grabbed that. But, well, we'll get our morale back as soon as we get the conceptualization check. Which seems to happen pretty often. Getting called the money. I love you. I love you too, my boy. Now donate me money.
The smell. It's awful and familiar. It doesn't help. You can still smell
See
it.
a body
Keep it
there.
in now. Don't overreact. Breathe. Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Yeah, a dead body.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. You
Kebab!
see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab.
Shish kebab revashol! Check it out, Kovac.
It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Best yapping game ever. Told you, man.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A bit late for that, considering we picked up a jacket filled with pigeon
A
shit.
tragedy.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Quite a way to go.
Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Hold on.
A man lies on the board. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Is that how he died? Like he just walk around drunk, fallen through a gap in the floorboard and just hit his head on their bench? What a way to
A bad
go.
fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters.
Sometimes it ends too
Curly
suddenly.
hair, Stout
Yeah.
build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years.
Not even that old.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time.
Nah.
It's not proper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
Damn. Man chewed all the gum.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum.
Nah.
It's always the same.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think? We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. Death by
Working
misadventure.
class woman.
He slipped and
Yeah.
fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. Oh yes.
About alcohol poisoning. liver
Some
failure.
symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Oh,
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we
From
do
where
with
I
him?
stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work. Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest. Alright, the station is going to want details, however. Let's examine that library card you found on the man's body, see if it has any clues. Then we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
I don't think there's any point in examining this ourselves, but in any case, it's been long enough already. I'll end the episode over here. I'll do the next one right away. Make sure you have a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time, whatever we're going to make. It has stopped working. Bye-bye.